Intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
So many helps are needed. Needed help yesterday. The refs would give none. Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, www.BREALTV, and the rest. I'm Dr. Greenthumb. Hello. I am joined by Mr. Goodlight, DJ C minus.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. And I'm also joined by the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo.
I support.
The Invisible Man and his wife are here.
Yeah, they sure are. What's that? Look at him.
Look at him.
She's looking hot.
She's looking hot. And he's looking ripped. You know.
Oh, wait.
Actually, it's the rolling champ with us today.
Man.
Look at him.
He's
Happy Monday.
Look at that.
He's so high, he's blurry. Doc.
I see him from a distance.
That's how I see him.
Yeah.
With a blur.
Blurred out.
Yes. We got a special guest coming in today. He's not here yet, but he will be shortly. G Perico and gonna be in the building. So spread the word.
Oh, man.
No, I'm sorry.
If only Colton was here so he could introduce him, so he could roll his R's.
That'd be sweet.
I can do it like Colton.
You could do it like
You
Colton?
could do it. G Perico.
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 Perico. Yeah, he would say Perico.
Rhymes with
G Perico. G Perico. Yeah, that would be the way that Bolton pronounced it.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
Big ups to Bolton. He's out there in the sticks somewhere, man. He's been posting some pics of he's like in a real nice part of America's heartland.
He escaped the county jail. He's on the run in the forest.
Yeah. I mean, he's on the run. I mean, and he's posting about it.
He's spreading the folklore of like his gang back home.
Says, man, I could do this. They're not gonna catch me.
I got a gang back home, guys.
Yeah, I got things, man. I got things. The hell? What the hell is going on? What are you doing, Pedro? Here.
What is that?
Gotta roll up a little blunt, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man.
Why, Joe?
I thought
How
those
dare
were
you.
some cookies.
Because of the game last night?
Gotta get one in for the week.
Yeah, the game last night was disappointing. We lost. But it was a learning experience for the squad. You know, playing guys from different league that in their league they play slightly more aggressive. And who knows, them officials seemed like, you know, they were playing for the other side too.
You know, it always seems to be the case that when they're like not from here and they're from like, you know, the other teams country kind of side a little bit. I think,
Oh yeah.
you know,
You could tell with the refs yesterday.
you know, and give it up for some of the acting that Leon was doing.
Oh, Leon had a whole bunch of
Man.
actors on the field. They were in pain, screaming, and then all of a sudden, when they weren't getting the foul or they got the foul, they'd magically get up and run it off. And there was this one dude on the other side who his homie at first did the flop, and when they pulled him up, they were like, "Come on, get up. You know you ain't hurt." And he gets up, and another guy collapses on the other side of the field. They start calling for the stretcher. All our fans are like not having it. They know he's acting. He gets on the stretcher like he's going to get carried away, and then they started just pelting him with drinks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like that.
and then he got up. All of a sudden, miracle. When he was in the stretcher acting half dead, he gets up and he starts walking it off like nothing. Bunch of actors.
Man.
Yeah, it's a miracle whip.
There was one that he was standing right next to the guy, kind of like in an argument, and then the dude just kind of like by himself just like made it look like he got hit and went down to the ground. He didn't get hit.
No one even touched him.
No one touched him.
He hit himself.
I'm like, what are you doing? So yeah, some acting going on, man.
And that was not a whipping, Gavin.
Yeah.
They won by 1 goal. They only scored 1.
Yeah.
We just, we got a goal stolen from us. How about that?
Oh,
Let's talk about that.
wow.
Want to talk about thievery? They stole a goal we had. Said, oh, we didn't blow the whistle before the play. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here.
So they actually made it, and they just came up with that excuse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Took the goal back.
That's tight.
Man.
Yeah. So I mean,
These referees suck balls,
but
man. Leon played a good, hard game.
Yeah.
They D'd us up, and they got their 1 goal. That's all they got. But it was the manner of how they kept us from scoring. There's 2 things. The acting,
yes,
that was horrible.
yes.
The non-calls on their squad by the refs, like the refs overlooking the calls on them.
Yes.
But to their credit, with no dirtiness, they anticipated the ball really well. Like they were rushing to the ball with urgency. Like no matter if we had it in the beginning or they're controlling, their ability to get to the ball quickly, man, was
They
was good.
didn't let LAFC like set up, because I think with LAFC, I think they
never let them set up.
They set up their offense and get their plays together, and Leon didn't give them a chance to do that. They were steady rushing, like trying to get that ball. So it was like a real aggressive kind of play, which didn't let LAFC really settle into their thing.
Yeah, Christian, I know we needed 3 goals to actually win, even if they had only scored 1 the whole day. We know that part. But it's like, I think people expected us to get routed more than that.
Right.
And we didn't. And it was a good experience for the LAFC because clearly in that league, they play a little bit more aggressive than what MLS does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was a learning experience for the boys. It'll make them a tougher team against anyone else in the MLS. And salute to Leon for that victory, because they did take it home on the field. So, boom, bang, there it is.
So who's the team that you're like rooting for? Is it Denver or Miami?
Are you serious?
9.
I don't really give 2 issues about neither of them bitches, but no, I'd rather look. I'm torn.
Okay.
Because realistically, the team that beats yours in the conference final, you would like to see them win, because at least you lost to the champs.
Oh, okay. That's wow.
Right.
That's cool.
But if it's a bitter rivalry, you hope the other side wins.
Okay.
Right. Because Pat Riley's over there, and he's the GM of the Heat, and he brought us 5 Laker rings and many appearances. Aside from those 5, we tend to, as Laker fans, kind of gravitate to the Heat.
Okay.
Right. And the homie Udonis Haslam, who is one of their older players, he's one of the homies. So, we want to give it up for them. So this is a great feat by them. I didn't think they were going to be able to do it. I didn't think they were going to be able to beat Denver on their floor, but they did it, man. Salute to the Heat for that.
That's cool.
That's tough to do.
Hey, that's also like pretty good psychological, like, because Denver's going back into it, like, they beat us in our home turf.
Yeah, sure did.
So,
and that's the thing about Miami, is that they were taking the first game of every game.
Okay.
On, not the home court, on the rival court, right? And everybody made a big deal that they didn't get the first one, but shoot, they got the second one, which is just as good as the first one. Actually, you got better momentum getting the second one, because now you're going home. So now if you hold court, you're up. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vamos a ver, güey.
I would say I just go for the I go just for the Nuggets, just because of the fact that they won no championships like at all, right? Like,
Yeah, they
know
never
got
won a
no
championship
finals.
at all.
So I was just like, all right, cool. It'll be nice to see them break the curse that
It's
the
always
Chicago
cool.
Cubs had, right?
It's cool to see a team win their first,
Yeah,
championship.
true that.
in their existence.
Because Miami got 4,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, crazy.
Shaq won with them, right?
Yeah, he won 1. LeBron won 2.
Ooh.
I think they got 4.
Oh, that's right.
I thought they had 4.
LeBron did play for Miami, right?
Yes, he did.
Right. I remember. Amber.
Did he get a ring there?
Yes. Who, LeBron? Yeah,
Yes.
he got 2 there.
Ooh, wow.
2 of his 4 were with Miami.
Damn.
1 was with Cleveland and 1 was here.
They said they have won 3 championships.
Okay, it's 3 then.
2006, 2012, and 2013.
They're going for number 4.
Wow.
Number 4.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, good luck to them. It's going to be a. They just stole home court advantage, man. Miami Heat. Let's go. Number 8 seed.
Well played.
Well played. Man.
Did you hear that bullshit that LA's trying to do? More aside from like a lot of things, but the main one is charging people to use the freeway.
Man, come
I think it's just all talk.
No, that's
Honestly,
that's all talk.
Because how could you possibly put
Well,
like,
it's like
What they
always.
should make, what they should do is make the carpool lane a toll lane.
mm-hmm,
That's
Right.
Yeah, they've been.
that part.
Well,
Well,
they gotta have-
no. The thing is that you have toll lanes, but when the toll lanes run out, it goes back to a regular carpool, and the people that pay the toll have to get out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
unless they have enough people to ride the carpool.
yes,
Yeah. 2 to 3, right?
Because that fast track, does like you can have 1 person, 2 people, however many. You just set it up.
Yep.
But I think that works.
Yeah.
That fast track thing works.
yeah. They should make it so that if you pay for fast track, you use the carpool lane, right? Instead of trying to charge people to get on the freeway, man, that's ridiculous.
For real.
You will have
Yeah.
people pissed off here in California. There's too many people.
People gonna try to beat that system.
And you know the gridlock that would cause to have to pay a toll to get on the freeway? You would have to do it digitally,
Yeah.
right? You'd have to do it digitally, and not everybody can. That's
Mhm.
going to create some nasty-ass gridlock, mine.
And just think about the money it's gonna take just to even get that started. Like, man,
And the fines, the number of the money they'll get in fines. Like, imagine, like, they're going to probably make some pretty substantial coin off the fines. People not knowing, just
Yeah.
drive through it, and then it'll be like, they get the ticket.
so,
Let's see what happens with
I'd
that.
be pissed
but,
off.
that's,
You would have more people moving out of California by the droves right there. It'd be like, oh, what? Hell.
There's just a lot of cars out here, man. There's a
Because
lot of-
everybody's got to drive every day. I mean, California's a big state. Like,
Right.
so you may live in, let's just say, the valley, and you got to come downtown to work, or maybe you're here and you got to drive to Riverside, or vice versa. You know, people take long stretches going from A to B.
And just when you think that you can use the metro rail, people getting shot up at that thing every day,
Yeah, man.
like now, or getting robbed. So it's like there's no like protection or strong police presence there. So you have to drive because public transit sucks.
Yeah, it's a you take a chance. Sometimes you can ride it and it'll be totally cool, and you'll be like, oh man, I don't even know what's what anyone's talking about, But then you ride it on a day where you see a dude try to beat up a chair or the door.
Man, I've seen people just straight up doing crack. Just
Oh yeah, that's
like blowing crack and it's crowded.
Yeah.
Like they're not worried about a cover. They're just straight doing crack.
Yeah.
And then tell them then they're not supposed to do it. Or try to get them out of there.
yeah,
It's
definitely
done, son.
seen that.
You're gonna get into a fight.
Yes.
Word up, man. Our guest just arrived up in here. G Perico up in here, my.
What's happening?
Oh yo.
What's
Okay.
good, man?
Oh man, cooling.
Good to have you. You need something to smoke real quick? Just in case you want to get it started. Oh, man, good to have you up in here, bro.
Man, good to be here.
I know you keep it moving.
Yeah, for sure.
What's good with you, man?
Shit, we just got done wrapped up tour last night in Dago.
Oh man,
Nice.
Yeah,
How many dates y'all do?
25.
25.
Dope.
How many weeks did that spread for you? Like 6 weeks or something like that?
Nah, so we like schedule all the dates for weekend dates.
Oh, okay. Weekend warrior
Yeah,
dates.
So it was like some Thursdays, but mostly Friday through Sunday.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was, yeah, we started in March.
I'll tell you, that's a good way to do it instead of just, going for like the 3-4 weeks on tour doing 25 dates, man. I mean, that gets like to be a lot on you. You know what I'm saying?
That shit serious.
And also, man, you think about it, a lot of people are more able to go to shows on the weekend,
Exactly.
Yeah.
than during the week, right?
Yeah.
That always tripped me out about touring. Like, I mean, we still do it, but I'm saying like when it's a long tour and it's not the weekend thing, it's like dates throughout. You could do 2-3 in a row. And some of these places, man, it's on like off days, like a Monday, Tuesday type of show. And we're like, how does that happen? Like, I always wonder, like, how do people take that time off to get those odd days off? The weekends, the Fridays, I could see that. But it's like in the middle of the week shows on these tours, it always tripped me out. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to think about, too, like, they getting off of work at like 5 o'clock, then they got to rush home.
rush over there.
And
yeah.
then have to drive over to the spot. Yeah, you're taking that day off.
It's like when it's festival season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It usually is in the summer or, spring, things like that. But you was rocking the Weekend Warrior joints, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Because I already knew, like, we still coming up underground. And it's like, I know a lot of people, they got the chance to come see or go to work and handle their business. I want to just give them the opportunity to, it be like close to 100% I'm coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The weekends are just a better, a better shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Because people, ain't going to be at work. They're going to actually come.
Yeah.
They ain't got to come from work. Because that's always like if you throw a show, when it's a festival, people trickle in as they come in, right? If it's an early show time. But like when it's a regular show, people are like scrambling to go from work to home to get ready and then to rush on over to the show.
Right.
And then, as an artist playing, you're always worried, damn, is there going to be people?
Is they going to come?
Are they going to be here? Is it going to be filled up by the time or is it going to be halfway? Because that happens. I mean, I still get anxieties like this sometimes. When it's our show, it's not like a festival or co-headline. I'll be like, damn, what time is it? How many people? I'll be having like the homies go check like, hey,
Me too.
see what's in the building.
Me
Right?
too.
I think we all as artists think about that, right?
For sure. Hell yeah. I remember one of the dates, well, on the last tour, we was just on tour in October too. We was in Tempe, Arizona. And it was like the ticket sales was shitty, right? So I get there, I'm like already in my mind, like, man, I'm about to just do this shit and check. We pull up for sound check. There's nobody lingering around. It's like a ghost town.
Yeah.
And we do sound check. I'm like, I'm already mentally prepared, right?
You're already pulling songs from the set real quick. Let's make this shorter.
Exactly. And I tell the homie, I'm like, man, I tell Steels, I said, go outside and see what's going on. Like, man, there's like 1,000 motherfuckers outside. I'm like, you lying.
It's always hard to believe when you
Yeah.
pull up and you see it like ghost town, right?
Yeah.
But it's always good when you get out there when you thought there was nobody
Right.
and it's rocking.
Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes that's the best feeling. Like when I get those anxieties and I'm like thinking, man, is this gonna fill up tonight or what? Or is this gonna be one of them slow nights? Because it happens, And you go out there and you see that it's actually cracking, and you're like, it gives that anxiety. Like put that to bed immediately, and it's like a good feeling that overwhelms you.
Hell yeah.
Because there is no uglier feeling than going out there and seeing exactly what you thought. Right? When you're having those anxieties, is anybody going to come? And you go out there and it's like half the people or less than half.
Mm-hmm.
Ugly, man.
Yeah, I mean, 10 or 20 people clapping for you, it doesn't hit the same.
It's
Yeah,
paid
it was.
practice at that point.
Yeah, it's paid practice.
It's paid practice.
Still got to rock it.
You
You
still
gotta
gotta rock
it. Like, no matter if there's one person and there are 1,000 people, because you never know who's out there.
I might shorten the set by 2 songs, but like for the most part, it's like you said, you got to still rock it
Yeah.
and give it the 100%. Because for me, it's again, like it might be a disappointment if you didn't do the ticket sales, but I mean, you're still doing what you do, and you got paid to do it, and it helps you remain sharp. Anytime you get out there and do the skill set, man, it's constantly sharpening of the sword.
Yeah.
You know, like if you like to perform or you're still sort of getting the feel of it. I mean, we've been doing it a long time. It's just for us, it's constantly sharpening the sword and coming up with different things. But yeah, for me, like, it might be a burnout when that happens, but the overall look is we're doing what we wanted to do as, you know, our career. Let's just put it down, get it over with, knock it down, and roll. Even though as hard as sometimes that might be to do because of the egos that we have as rappers.
The ego is a motherfucker.
Yeah, the pride and ego. Like, I ain't going out there. There's only 50 people, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you're going to talk shit the whole time and still do it.
It's sometimes that's harder than doing the big crowd. Like when you got to do like a show for like a small amount of people, it's way harder for me. Like, I've gotten past it, but I'm saying in the early days, it was harder for me to do that, like for a small group of people, than to go out in front of hundreds or thousands and rock it. Because you just sort of click in when you know it's in front of all these people. You have to.
Yeah.
But when it's the small amount, bruh, it's all eyes on you. There ain't no getting around it.
Yeah.
Any little mistake, anything.
Right. Yeah, they looking. That's what I tell people all the time. They like, so you don't get nervous in front of all those people? I said, man, believe it or not, it's the small crowd that fucked me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the people, I get out there and turn into something else.
Yeah, you click on because it's like you feed off that energy of that big ass wave of people. But when you're like in a small group, it's like it's all you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's back in the day, like when we started, there was a lot of showcases we had to do, right? And they would send us to, you know, places where it's like people were seated at tables having dinner and drinks while we're over here trying to put it down. And it's like, those were tough. Like it was hard. That's why when it came to like Grammys, like the Grammys, when they asked us to do that, we said no, because what we thought of the Grammys was those early days of having to do the showcases where everybody was at tables and they didn't really give a shit about who was on stage.
Right.
I know I owe one. They didn't really care about who was on stage. They were just there, and if they heard it, it caught their eye, cool.
Yeah.
But they were just there for the event. So with the Grammys, that's what I thought the same thing. I was like, man, this is the same. Nah, man, we ain't doing that. And we should have played it. But we, you know, pride and ego and all that. Like we said, that'll get in the way of stuff. But yeah, it's hard to do those, man. I still have trouble wanting to do that.
Yeah. I've always said, like you were saying, like you can go out and DJ. Like for me, I go out and DJ in front of hundreds of people, but it's different if you see the eyes directly, like that's if you can see the pair of eyes looking at you direct. Because if you're playing in front of like hundreds of thousands, and they're just like you can just see the heads. You won't necessarily see the eyes, but when you see the eyes looking at you, you're like, oh, they're really here. Oh, man.
I'm not imagining this.
Nope. There's 40 eyes on me. There's 80 eyes on me right now.
Yeah, man, it's tough. Doing what we do is tough. I would imagine with comedians, it's just as tough, if not tougher.
For sure.
You know, with the smaller group of people, you really, it's like you better be funny, man.
Yeah. Oh man, like you said, if they just have like stoic faces and they just don't even react to the comedy, they're all. Like so. Anyways, I'll just end.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of like if you're doing a show, right? A rapper does a show and like he does not move the crowd with any of the songs.
Yeah.
However they're processing it, there's no movement. They may think it's the greatest in the world, like, yo, this just blew my mind, but they're just like this. Okay. You know what I mean? And that'll kill someone.
That's the worst right there.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, you can't read the crowd, and they could be having the time of their life and say, man, did they really like it? They come up to you afterwards and say, man, it was great, man. I had a great time, man. You guys killed it. Like, you can't tell because they didn't give it up.
Right.
But, but that doesn't mean that
you didn't kill it.
You didn't kill it.
Yeah, I think one thing I learned from that type of scenario, when they just, like, if they all just glued on you, then they probably enjoying it.
Right.
Now, if you performing and motherfuckers talking to each other, They in their phones and shit.
Yeah.
Like, man,
That you lost them at that point. Yeah. That is a big thing, man. You know, as a rapper, if you do this long enough, you have to learn the differences and looking at that and finding that vibe instead of letting it burn you out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, rappers get burned out when they don't see the movement.
Oh, for sure.
And you got to know, like, everybody just processes different, right? Like you said, right? If they saw you for the first time and they're like, they may not be moving, but they're locked in, that's a win.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like what Bobo said earlier. We may have been looking for the energy, the vibe and all that stuff, and we didn't see it, so we think maybe we failed. But after you get with the people, they're like, yo, man, that was tight. Y'all killed that. And if you take it in right, you're like, oh, thanks, you know, cool, thank you very much. But if your ego and pride is still behind you, it's like, what show were you watching? Nobody was even getting live in there. And it's the pride and ego.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Man, you get mad at
you get
them.
mad.
You get mad at them.
What do you
like,
mean?
What do you mean? What show are you looking at? Yeah.
Now I don't do that. Now I'm like, oh, just thanks. Because I know everybody appreciates it in a different way. If it's the first time seeing a group, you're just totally catching the vibe of the music in the show. You may not even think to move.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened to me. Shit. Damn, that's two. I went to see Roger Waters do The Wall. And I was mesmerized by that. Like, just his whole stage show and how tight the songs were. It was ridiculous. And I was just in awe. I could like move and bob with it like I normally would. That had me locked. So I could, as a fan like of other people's music, I could understand how that works. But like as a rah hip hop fanatic, used to seeing that energy, and even with that punk rock style energy too. It's kind of hard when you see a mellow crowd and you're playing all this up tempo.
Nah, especially y'all shit. You're in something, and like you gotta move.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna run into that wall every now and then. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen all the time because your fans know the energy and they try to, like, you know, replicate it. But sometimes, you know, if you're new in front of people that never seen you before, they might not give that energy for the reason you said, though, like because they're taking it in. Yeah. And I don't mind that. Back in the day, I would have been like, like Lil Wayne at the High Times Cannabis Cup. My dude got burned out.
He wasn't
He
happy.
just stopped, huh? But it's like with them weed crowds,
Right.
they be so high, bro.
Right.
Like, it's like,
See, you understand.
you know what I mean? It's different with the weed crowd. I learned that too.
See,
Because I had a scenario like that when everybody was glued in. I'm like, damn, I'm up there doing I'm pulling all the tricks out the bag.
yup.
And I'm like, damn. And then afterwards, like you said, man, that was amazing, bro. I loved it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the experience. Like when you do enough shows and enough different shows, like to see the different vibes that one might take, you understand it more. And I don't think he understood it because, you know, he just been used to doing it. His style of shows for so long. And when they asked him to come do this Cannabis Cup, they didn't realize like those people are lit in their own way.
Right.
But they're so high and dabbed out. You got to think about, right? He went on at what time, Pedro? Like 9?
The headliner. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
like
the
10,
headliner.
11.
They loaded.
Yeah.
So
They are high, man. They like all day. They've been there since 12 p.m. And High Times folks come early.
yeah.
So they're getting high in the hot sun. Not, you know, like they are sufficiently elevated by the time a Lil Wayne goes on. So instead of the bounce he likes to see, they were just kind of like swaying and like they just weren't giving him the energy he's used to. They were giving him energy, just not what he was used to. And he dropped the mic and rolled off and said he would never do another one.
Wow.
Now, someone convinced him to do another one, and he got the love he felt he should have got. But I think he came in with the understanding that when you do one of these high, like cannabis shows, everybody's a little bit too high to move like a normal show.
They ain't trying to jump up and down crazy.
Hell no.
Yeah. Especially if the headliners like at 9, 10 o'clock, like they're there. They're there.
Yeah.
It's just as like, you know, like it's been hot, dabs, weed.
Right.
You know, it's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
if it was liquor, it'd been a whole different situation.
Oh yeah,
But, yeah.
Right.
yeah, because a lot and that part most especially Pedro. Like if you got a crowd that's kind of liquored up, they might be on their feet all day, but they get that little bit of liquor energy into them, and they'll be moving around. Maybe sluggish, but they'll be moving
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
At these cannabis events, there is no liquor. You cannot sell.
Uh-huh.
You cannot have it together. At least back in that time, you couldn't. So people were just high,
Yeah.
and that. Thank God I knew that then. Thank God I knew that trick then, because I probably would have got burned out too.
Yeah.
You ever been on stage and somebody threw some shit up there?
Well, like some weed.
Like no, not weed. Like that's cool.
Oh, throwing shit at you.
Like a bottle.
I had one show we had just come from Europe. We like straight up off the plane from I think Germany. We went into Washington or Seattle, Washington somewhere upstate, and it was snowing at the time. And we did this show, and some motherfucker threw a snowball at me, cracked me dead in the mic. Bah! Got me good. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it because that shit came out of nowhere.
Hey, yeah, motherfucker. The first time for me last night, I come out. First of all, the show was started late. I didn't go on till 11 at night. I did a meet and greet at 7. I'm like, fuck, they finna just be standing here. So I go out. The energy is crazy though, like it's electric, right? So I'm doing my thing, and a big ass bottle just fly up there on the stage. I'm on the other side though. Now I'm rapping, because our thing is like keep the music going.
Keep it going.
If motherfuckers start fighting, keep it going. I'ma still do my thing. You know what I mean? So I'm still going, but everybody noticed me looking like, you know what I mean? But I'm still rapping. I'm like, who did that? And then they found out who did it. I'm like, man, they stopped the music. I'm like, hell no, turn that shit back on. Get this bitch ass nigga up out of here.
That's the way you handle it. Keep it going.
And then the perfect song, going, gone. That shit came on.
What bottle did they throw on the stage? Like, was
Bro,
it like?
it looked like a whiskey bottle.
Oh, man.
One
Damn.
of them ugly,
Ouch.
Glass.
round, yeah.
Damn. So it wasn't even just like a water bottle or anything like.
It was-
Even
I
then,
was
a
trying
water
to tell him,
bottle.
take a shot. Nah, bro.
I'll tell you what. I seen others get shit thrown at them too. Like Courtney Love, we was doing Lollapalooza, and it was the last 3 on the bill were like us, Pole, which Courtney Love's band, and Sonic Youth, right? So we were like in the third slot, and some nights just to be entertained, we'd sit there and watch Courtney Love do her thing. And there was this one spot in Texas, and this is just after, Kurt Cobain had killed himself or whatever. They threw shotgun shells up at her on stage.
Damn.
That's cold.
Like to
That
fuck
is-
with her. Like,
That's cold.
And she,
What year was that?
This was, what year was
95.
that? 95. She was losing it, bro. Like the Lollapalooza security had to come pull her off stage because she started going crazy. Oh my! Rightfully so, because
Yeah.
I mean they're throwing shotgun shells up there to fuck with her, and that was like
That's
horrible.
crazy.
But
Yeah.
like I seen that, and then on that same tour, Beck was on this tour. Remember this? This is before he blows up.
Bro, I love Beck.
Yeah.
And DM'd him a few times.
Yes.
He ain't
So
holla back yet.
so he was new, and he was with the Loser Baby song at that point. That was his big song, and he went on, I think, just before us, or there was a group before him, and he was in the middle somewhere. But in a couple places, man, they tore up the sod from the back grass,
Yeah.
and all that sod made its way to getting thrown at him on stage. And he kept playing like a G. He didn't stop. He just kept playing, and he was taking, they weren't throwing at the shit at him in fun. They were like get the fuck off
Off
type
the
of
stage.
deal. They didn't get him at first. That's why it's so dope that he blew up after, people eventually got him.
Yeah.
You gotta have tough skin for sure.
Yeah, he's dope. He was just doing this. They did a tribute to the Beach Boys on CBS a couple days ago or last week.
Oh, nice.
And
Bro, I
they-
didn't know the Beach Boys was from LA.
yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled past the house when I was on one of these back streets on like 100 or something
yeah,
off Prairie
yeah,
and rolled past the house.
yeah. They straight up from L.A. And they just did a tribute to him the other night, and they had Beck and this other dude. I can't remember what band the other dude was from, but like they fucking killed one of the Beach Boys songs. Killed it. They had like a bunch of different artists come on and sing different Beach Boy songs.
That's cool.
Dope.
It was dope. Salute to Beck.
Yeah, Beck is dope.
Yeah, he didn't let it deter him. He didn't leave the tour. He just kept playing. You know, in spite of. And then, you know, as the tour progressed, people started fucking with him.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Dope.
But that was crazy seeing the sod come down.
That's great.
Oh, that was
and they were just like
Take this.
targeting him.
What's
It
the
was-
sod?
it was a rain of sod.
Rain of sod. If you were on mushrooms, it was awesome. Oh man, like on that trip, that trip probably cost so many venues money because the sod was getting tore up almost every other venue. Like people were just losing their mind up there, right? And we started noticing, you know, the people tearing it up. So one night we instigated to where like we just tell everybody to start throwing their plastic bottles in the air, and you see like thousands of plastic bottles just going through the air. It was the most craziest thing we ever saw. We were on mushrooms while we were doing that. That was the craziest thing. So of course it was crazier to see like thousands of bottles just going back and forth like this. Some of them came on stage. It was nuts. When you see it like that, it's cool. But when they're throwing it at you, that's not so cool.
Hell nah.
Like the snowball. That was thrown at me, not by me.
That was wild.
Oh
How did
man,
you
I
react
wanted
to that?
I wanted to jump off that stage and track the motherfucker down, but I could not see it. Cause like I wasn't even looking for it. Bah! It hit. I had my glasses all sideways and everything.
That's messed up.
Oh, man.
That caught,
It
yeah.
was ice cold, man.
That's random too. I wouldn't have thought you like I was wondering what you were gonna say, and the fact you said a snowball, like, oh man.
It was a
Somebody
good
gonna
sized
see that.
snowball too.
Somebody gonna see this probably be like, I threw that fucking snowball.
It was me. They'll probably correct me on the city. It'll probably be like Big Bear or some shit like that. You're wrong. It was in Big Bear. I know because I was there. I threw it. It was a good one. He targeted me good, man. He should be playing, you know, for the Dodgers or something. I was like,
Solid throw.
Like, were you in the middle of a
I was in the middle of a verse. I think it was Cock the Hammer or some shit. Bam!
man.
It got me.
Did it distract you from the verse?
No, I kept going, but I was inside. Inside, I was like, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got to keep
True
going.
professional.
Yeah. Even if you mess up on a word and you forget the song, you got to somehow keep the song going. Don't stop ever.
Oh man, I come out. We got this part of the set. I got this song where I spell out my name, like a gang of different words with each letter, right? And it's like at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Wanting to come back out. If the city cracking, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And I came back out and was rapping the wrong song at the
Oh man, I've done
Did
it. I've done it. To me, it's like it's the first word. If I lose the first word,
Yeah.
it's a blank on the
It took
verse.
me a minute to snap in, but I snapped in.
Yeah, it's very rare when I'll lose it in the middle, right? But it's more frequent if I
The
lose
beginning, yeah.
at the beginning. Yeah,
And you try to help, you know, your backgrounds are trying to help, like, kind of keying you in, and you're like looking like, I can't get it, I'm lost, you know.
Oh man,
Those are one of the
that's hard.
moments.
That's hard when you completely lose it.
Like you're trying to feed you lines, and then you just can't get, like, I can't do it, bro.
That shit happened to Said Dog the other night.
Oh man,
Said Dog, that happened to him the other night. What song was it?
man, it was Tequila Sunrise,
Yeah,
and
I even helped him come in.
yeah,
But he lost it. Second, third word in, and we kept trying to feed him the phrases. He's like,
he has that look like that.
and it's a song he don't normally forget. You know what I mean? But you know, any given night it could happen. He was smoking a lot of weed though. Like, and that's no excuse for us because we are who we are. But like Sendog, he doesn't smoke so fucking much before a show, but this night he was blowing it out. Like he was smoking joints I hadn't seen him smoke since the 90s before a show. Like, after, he'll blaze up a big fat one, no problem. But like before the show, it's usually these thinner ones. And this one homie that came that we know from Vegas, he just kept feeding them big ones, like 3-4 big old fat 10 milli tip joints. And so Sendog was lit before he went up there, bro. That's the only thing I could think of is that he was really chiefing heavier than usual.
He said to me, he said, Bobo, is there anything inside these joints? I says, no. It's just that they were huge. They were baseball bats. And he says, man, I'm high. And so I'm going to side with you in saying that he was just a little bit too stoned.
He was too stoned.
And then he blanked out, not once but twice.
And all that means is he's got to smoke more weed. You know what I mean?
Get the tolerance.
Keep the tolerance level up. Ooh, for me, it's not weed. Like for me, it's drinking. Like if I drink, that's when I'll forget the words. I don't know what it is, but or I'll confuse the song. Early on, we did this show. We were touring with Naughty by Nature, right?
What year
took
was
us.
that?
It was 91. They took us on their tour.
Yeah.
They had the #1 hit out at the time, but we were like brothers. We had a similar come up. So
What was it, OPP?
yeah, it was OPP, and they loved us. You know what I mean? Whenever I come to the East Coast, they'd come pick me up. I'd go hang out with them in Orange, where they were from.
I noticed y'all videos was on the East Coast.
Yeah, the first couple
videos.
Yeah, the first
That was
couple. Yeah,
dope.
because we were touring with them,
Yeah.
and Sony pulled us off tour to go do the few videos while we were out there.
Yeah.
Because Killer Man was on the bubble.
But man, you had that long trench coat on.
Yeah, that was a Carhartt, like 3/4 length Carhartt.
Yeah. That was fly.
Yeah.
I be studying, man.
I know you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Student of the game.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the best thing you could be when it comes to doing what we do. You know what I mean? Just all the studies, because it helps you grow, learn where it came from, and then it gives you ideas to do your own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for us, we were constantly studying like Public Enemy and EPMD.
Yeah.
For some like EPMD, we clicked in with Heavy and Public Enemy and a lot of other
big
hip hop
out
groups
here,
too.
huh?
But
PMD.
EPMD, yeah, because before like Biggie did it, they was using like funk type of stuff like Roger and Zapp, stuff that was like prevalent out here that we were used to hearing. You know what I mean? Out on our streets, if you banged or just lived in the hood, you would hear a lot of Roger and Zapp, and we considered that West Coast, right?
Yeah.
EPMD were the first ones doing that, so it's like they not only were dope with their songs, they were using stuff that was like kind of like that we considered West Coast flavor, and so that hit with us, and we latched on to EPMD, Public Enemy, along with a lot of other solo artists like Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and all that, but. Yeah, EPMD, man.
Yeah.
And PE. Those were the guys we were looking at. Like the bucket hats were inspired by them. We went and made our own and
y'all was fly.
did our thing with it. And with Public Enemy, the way that they had a low and high tone on their vocals, we did the same thing just in reverse. So it's like studying all these things, you know what I mean? And it helps your get down, you know what I mean? A lot of these young folks don't fuck with learning some of that stuff from back in the day. They just go with what they know now, which is cool. Shit has to evolve. So
Yeah, for sure.
it is what it is.
It's always good to know
Hell yeah.
the base, the root of the shit.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you foundation when you know.
Yeah.
And that's everything. A lot of cats, though, I've been finding have been like trying to become more students of the game and learning the shit.
Yeah.
It's just, there's other cats that they just gonna cut corners and do what they do.
Yeah, I'm trying to last around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what made them stand out, what made them last. You know what I mean?
Right.
All that different
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, because you can get a quick run, but it's how you make the long run,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it's all those things like you said, man. Paying attention to what cats did right and the other ones did wrong.
Right.
And sort of navigate through that. And look, I see you're doing one of the right things in being an entrepreneur. Like, you know,
Sure.
this is the foundation that creates your opportunities, but like you're taking the other opportunities. Like, for instance, you know, creating the summer league, college basketball.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Like, how'd you get into that?
So my guy Poole Jeter, is a friend of mine for a long time. He you know, he been creating the idea for it and everything.
Yeah.
And I just told him, man, I'm all in. Whatever you need me to do. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like it's so much that's not going on in the city right now. And instead of complaining about it, like, what can we do?
Do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Now, are you coaching and playing or just coaching?
I'm just coaching. I might play though.
You might play?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it G. I might play.
You tempted to play?
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And it says Game and Dom Kennedy are included up in here?
Yeah, Game, Dom Kennedy, Glasses Malone,
Glasses, salute.
Rucci, Blue Bucks Clan, One Take J, it's a few other people.
Now, are they coaching or
Yeah. They coaching. They got teams.
so are
Everybody
these?
got teams.
So are some of them going to coach play too?
I'm
or-
pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure.
Because I could see
is
Game
gonna
getting
play.
in there and playing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a Game is gonna play.
Yeah. You know what? I think once you set that off, you're going to get so many more other cats
Yeah.
that like used to ball out before they got into the music.
It did upstart the youth boxing league too.
Oh, that's dope.
So I just bought the it's this boxing gym in my hood, and the entire building I bought, and the boxing gym came with it. You know what I mean?
That's tight.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's things like that that help kids get off the street
For sure.
and have a different dream, man. Like, you know, and even if they don't like pursue that as a path of, you know, like being a profession, just the discipline in it
Exactly.
helps them with everything else. And
Exactly.
the fitness, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you get to learn yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you could
Which
defend
take
yourself.
a lot of aggression up out of you.
Yeah, and you could learn to defend yourself too.
For sure. You got to know how to do that.
Yeah, there needs to, you know, like there needs to be more programs out there for kids, more like creative programs where it's like based on the arts, whether it's music or actual art, painting, whatever, you know what I mean? Like it, or
Yeah.
any form of it.
Yeah, we doing that too in the building.
Yeah.
We got a contract with the Boys and Girls Club. You know what I mean? They doing music, video game programming, and it's something else.
Yeah, that's the big one,
Yeah.
video game
Yeah.
programming.
Yeah.
So many new games coming out. I mean, and that industry is just killing it.
It's huge.
Man, you saw talking about the industry technology. You saw the Apple's coming out with that new VR set that's going to be like $3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be having it.
I mean,
I'm good.
no, I'm not rushing out to get that.
It's like half VR, half something, right?
Yeah, immerse yourself and just have the different screens in front of you. You be at home
That's
looking
a
like
lot.
a weirdo, just sitting on the couch.
Like a weirdo.
You seen old boy that had the VR boxing on and he knocked the
Yeah, the
kid
kid,
out.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
with
gotta
a
be careful. You gotta be
Oh,
careful
man.
with that, man.
Slap him. I'm like, damn.
It's crazy how many accidents happen with those when people had those on. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't know, but like you see people leaning forward, knocking over TVs.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
have to have
Got to do that in the empty room.
empty room, open space.
Yeah.
Yeah. you-
Otherwise, something's getting fucked up.
You'll see someone crawling, like they're like walking on some kind of. All of a sudden, and they just
shooting
like,
games. And, yeah.
yeah,
They
they
get a
fall
panic.
back and hurt themselves.
They
just
get
'cause
a
they're-
panic attack because they can feel like they're getting attacked by zombies that they're coming, and they're closing in on them.
Yeah, it feel
And then
real.
yeah.
Or the people that have that are afraid of heights, and you put them on like they're on a ledge or something like that, where they're looking down.
Bro, I didn't know I was afraid of heights till I got on a Ferris wheel with my daughter at the fair. And it stopped up top. I never knew I was scared of heights. And then I looked down and it's shaking. My daughter like, what's wrong? She laughing. I'm like,
I'm
nothing.
trying to keep you cool. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
man.
good. Just sit still though. Stop moving.
He's like for real though.
Hey man, you respect it. It's the fear, but it's the respect. Like, oh my God, look,
Yeah.
don't look down.
You're just swinging back and forth.
It gives you that crazy feeling
Oof.
You know what I'm
You see what I'm
saying?
saying?
Look at
Balls
that.
tingle.
Are you
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
now? Will you like sit on there and like scoot
No.
down and have your legs dangling?
Negative.
If you had VR, like you just have to have
Uh-uh.
the mindset that like this ain't real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Real.
some people are fooled by what they see in front of them within the headset.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know, man. But that's a lot of money for that.
That is a lot of money, $3,500.
And it's coming out next year, but it's like $3,500.
I could see $1,200, but that better be the best experience you ever goddamn had when it comes
Sure.
to VR. You know what I mean? If you're spending, $3,400 on it.
Isn't there like a lower level one too? Like that's like half the price, but it's
I didn't see that one. I just saw like the Vision Pro.
wow. Yeah.
But if there is one, I would imagine that there would be one that's like a little lesser. You
Okay.
can't see as much.
But still like 1,500 probably. Still for some VR. Like
How much more money are you gonna take, Apple? from me?
Everything.
Apple.
Everything.
Apple.
Yeah.
I have
sent it
everything.
They coming to get it.
Yeah.
I have iPhone. Why?
They're going to have eye slippers for you in a minute. They just going to move for you. Just put them on.
I got
Sure.
tons of headphones and earbuds, and I decided to go get those. On Apple.
Might as well go with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
Apple
is.
is definitely slick.
Yeah.
yeah. They taking all them.
New upgrade on your phone. Upgrade. Your phone start tripping. Gotta buy a new phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when you buy that phone, guess what? The new version is coming out next week.
That kind of pisses you off too.
Oh,
like,
man.
oh man.
That's the worst. When you I'm going to go upgrade my phone. And then the very new one comes out a week later. Like,
Yeah, they make a
damn.
big announcement. He said, "Oh,
We switched the
man.
charging point.
Yeah.
Not the same charger.
yeah."
Oh, they do that with their computers left and right.
Yeah, they slick with them computers.
Yeah.
Take away the ports and stuff, so you gotta buy like these accessories and stuff to hook up all this other stuff. To
It's
your
a
computer.
great racket. Apple got it locked.
You got it, man.
So does Google though. They do the same thing
Yeah.
because it's the game. Oh man, we gave them too much. We need to take these ports out and make them buy these other things so that
Right.
you know what I mean? Because if you got all them ports, you can go buy all this aftermarket stuff and like, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
work it how you need to. But when they taking it all away and say, okay, only our products work with this shit right here at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing wrong with burning your CDs and putting it up to your iTunes. It was great.
Yeah,
You had your own library, you had your own thing, and this is You're gonna
you got to pay for the.
You got to pay for all this. Millions and millions of songs at your fingertips. You must pay.
Yeah, well, they ain't gonna give nothing out for free. Nobody ever is. But it's
Right.
just the way they juice you is crazy,
Sure.
man.
Be a racket.
Yeah, they got the best one. One of the best ones. That'd be technology, man.
Technology.
Everybody always wants to upgrade that phone. They're waiting for it.
Yeah.
Some people waiting with a 6, waiting for 15 to come out.
But you
going
notice
away.
on the back of the phones, though, all right, first it was just like one little camera. Now it's like three,
Four.
some of them 4, 5. Before you know it, the whole back of the camera is going to be all these.
One big ass lens.
Yeah,
You know.
one of the cameras secretly watching you.
Yeah, exactly.
They
And
say
in the terms, that long ass shit that you just
You don't
agreed
want
to.
to.
they say it happens now.
Yeah.
Any camera, any phone with a camera and a mic.
Taking pictures
Yeah, or
and listening.
listening.
Like you notice you'll talk about something and it pop up
Yeah,
on your phone.
It
Yeah.
just
All
did for
day.
me.
the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you talk about a movie, it's gonna pop up in your Netflix or whatever streaming service you
Yeah.
normally watch from. Or if you talk about a product, it'll pop up in one of your shopping
Yeah.
apps like Amazon or something like that,
Man.
or IG even.
And I just had my, sciatica flare up. And I guess I mentioned the word sciatica one too many times. Because afterwards, then I started getting on IG, you want to get rid of your sciatica? special $47 for 2 treatments
Yeah.
and everything. I'm like, man, I was talking about my sciatica. It's like listening to me.
Convenience.
You know, you have to say the word at least a bunch of times, 10 times and say, okay, we got something for you. We're going to help you out.
Wow.
That's crazy. And I've seen something too, like on the internet, where some dude gets an infrared camera, right, and is basically just going recording the person using the phone, and supposedly the phone like takes a screenshot like every 5 seconds for the facial recognition that for the stuff that it uses for the facial recognition. So on the video that you see like through the infrared, you see it just flash every 5 seconds.
But we can't tell.
You guys can't tell, no. But
This is crazy.
because of the lens of the camera and what it was like portraying, you see like the flash like every
Even
5 seconds.
Cars, even cars doing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
I just sold it though. My Benz truck, it had like update. I had to update it. One morning it wouldn't start, and it was like you haven't updated it.
You can't use your car.
Can't use your car because you ain't pushed the
Wow.
update on the
Yeah.
app. That's
Yeah.
Damn.
We was in a Cadillac truck the other day. I'm trying to mess with the settings, but you gotta agree to some terms.
yeah.
I'm like, what the
Just
fuck?
just to drive your car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a way of keeping tabs on you without.
Demolition man.
Yeah. Straight up.
I heard Ben Baller say a story about how he got stuck in his Tesla for about like 3-4 hours in his
Yeah.
driveway, and ever since then, he's
Yeah.
never driven in a Tesla again.
Yeah.
But just
Well, it
imagine,
just went dead. and
Yeah.
wouldn't
I mean, because
open
to get out, you got to break your window.
and he was on the line with him, like just trying to, get out. And ever since then, he said,
No
This is
worries,
wild.
sir. No worries, sir. We'll get right back to you.
trapped
Oh, I
in
do
your car.
not want no electric car.
As
I
good
don't
as
know
it may
what I'm gonna
seem.
do. Like 2030 is supposed to be all electric, right?
Yeah.
That's
Or
what
they
they
only
say.
selling electric.
That's what they
I
say.
think only
Think
selling.
selling.
But it really don't make sense, right? 'Cause
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Cause right now, like my boy just got the EQS. That shit. I was talking shit about it, but it's super dope. I drove it. But for everything on the road to be electric and for the fast charging it take 30 minutes, how is that gonna work if
Yeah.
you got 10 million motherfuckers on the road with electric cars
Yeah.
that need to charge and shit? Like,
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be. There's no way people are gonna just give up their gas vehicles.
right.
It may be like required state by state. Like California may try that, but there's no
I'm
way.
thugging it out to the end. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pay the penalties.
Same here.
Gas, all gas.
I
All
need that
gas.
growl. I need that growl.
All gas.
Yeah.
I'm smoking all gas. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Word up. And now it is that time.
Time for submissions. 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 Time for submissions.
Snacks with the Varts.
Yeah. What else? Snack.
Snacks.
Look at snack.
He brought us some burgers last week.
Oh man.
All right.
This first one is from the Big Dog, wishing B-Real a happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Check out the food that he made that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, they were bomb.
Those burgers are great.
Shit.
I know, because you had like about 4 of them right there. I
did.
You
remember.
get down with the smash burgers, G?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Those are something else.
That shit
Yeah,
good.
he loaded us up.
Not forget the dogs.
Ooh. See,
The Dodger
The
dog.
Dodger dog.
dogs.
Man.
Good too.
That's a dog right there.
It is a dog.
The culture then went left though.
Yeah.
You can't get caught eating one of them.
yeah, you gotta cut that shit up for it to be acceptable.
Ah man. Hey, I'm gonna show you this clip. My boy here this hot dog in the glove box. The other homie caught him eating it.
Man, what's it come to when you got to hide your hot dog in the glove box?
man.
Oh, man.
Nothing's safe, man.
Nothing safe.
Nothing's safe anymore.
Right next.
Big Dog also says that everybody in the SGVI area, you can catch him grilling today at the Laverne Brewing Company, just behind the Pomona Fairplex.
Salute.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Salute.
Big
right.
dog.
This next one is from One Lake Show from the Discord. He says a couple of days ago we buried one of my best friends from high school. Rest in peace, Peter. I love you forever. Wait for me when it is my turn, bro. Homies for life.
Rest in peace to your
Long
homies.
live Peter.
Yeah, rest in peace, Peter.
This next one is from Shauna. Strippers, doors stripping.
Is that woodwork, metalwork, all paint removed? Wow.
That's an interesting name for a stripping company.
All the descriptions are there.
She
Do you
says,
do door stripping?
she
Yeah.
says, whose van? Aton's van.
Aton's, man. I know.
Sorry, Aton.
You need some metalwork? Gotcha.
Who's Van?
This next one is from Jason Argo from the members only side chat. Man, I dropped my tip before I started to roll, and while I was rolling, it snapped, but it didn't stop me. I rolled it on the other half, but still sad. Love my funkies. I enjoyed this show and wouldn't have thought about Freeway until I think I saw him on Vlad. Great show, and here's a screenshot of Rick. The flavors are gelato and cookies OG.
Right on. Yeah, we had Freeway Rick Ross up in here.
Freeway Ricky.
Yeah.
Looking like Homer Simpson on that picture.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he got another book he put out. So he was plugging his book,
That's dope.
21 Keys to Success.
That's dope.
21 keys.
You know
21.
Freeway Rick was like right close by where I grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about it to him, and he didn't think he didn't know that his name was out there.
Everybody knew.
Yeah, like cats from where we grew up knew about him. He didn't think so. He thought he was like real stealth about all this shit
Nah.
because, for a time he was, but you know how it gets out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this homie is holding the work he's got.
When you doing it that big?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Everybody gonna know.
yeah. He was tripping.
Granny's gonna know.
Yeah, we told him like anyone who lived the life, we all know.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew. And he laughed at that because it's like, as stealth as you think you are in the times where like you're running it, other people will let you know, hey, word's out, my dude.
Yeah.
The word
You're the
is
guy.
out.
You're the guy.
Word is
Yeah.
out, man.
All right.
All right, McLovin 420's here saying, happy birthday, Be Real, one of the coolest hip-hop legends of all time. Cypress Hill for life. The Dr. Greenthumb's podcast is the highest on earth. Peace and love to everyone at the table.
Thank y'all. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you, man.
McLovin, what up?
Hello, my name is Dr. Greenthumb.
That's right.
That's right.
And they were at Greenthumb's LAX when they took that picture.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right, this next one's from Dan Gibbersway. Or
Yeah,
Jibby.
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 That's a nice presentation, Jibby.
Ooh, that looks like a good burger right
He says
for
it's an
sure.
organic brisket burger with caramelized onions, mozzarella cheese, spinach, tomato with a string of mustard on a sesame bun.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Where is that at?
I like Jib. At Jibby's house, maybe.
See,
This is how they do us, G. They be,
Yeah.
torturing us with this shit right here.
It needs avocado.
Those avocado?
Oh, he's got spinach instead of
Yeah.
like a leaf of lettuce.
Excellent.
All right.
it looks good.
Decided to put a little bit of iron in there. All right.
He leaves the lettuce for special occasions.
No, this is better for you right here.
It's the better greenage to go
No,
with.
I agree. I totally agree.
I don't know if it tastes better than lettuce in a burger, but it's definitely the healthier version.
It's texture. It's a good texture.
True. All right.
All right. This next one is from Fly Beats. Pork chops with rice and mushroom gravy.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
That shit look like a cookie on top of it.
I thought it was a cookie. I thought it was a cookie. He said, what are you talking about? Pork chop?
This
That's
looks like a cookie.
a chocolate chip, big chocolate chip cookie.
Those look like those are mushrooms on the chop, right?
Yes.
Oh man, like but
That's what's in the gravy. The shrooms are in the gravy.
non-active mushrooms.
I would do it. I would easily do
A
this.
nice
Is
white
that
plate.
rice? That's rice, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that look.
Rice.
I knocked that down.
He put gravy on the rice too. He's trying to just do it all.
This looks like shrimp or prawn or some kind.
I don't
Carrots
think they're
or
Them
shrimp.
like bell pepper onions or something.
Yeah, I think those are bell peppers.
Right on.
That's a lot of. That looks like. That's what I'm hearing. No, that looks like.
Looks like
You
a
need
little
glasses.
face right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was a chocolate chip cookie.
yeah. Straight up.
I see a beat up face, and
Take the shades off.
I do. The two eyes look like they got socked up.
Oh yeah.
There's a little nose underneath the eyes right
Yeah.
there, and a little grin underneath.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I see it.
Damn. That look like his little sideburns, a little brown,
So, right. Wolverine. Let's go.
Let's go. We got Senor Smoker. Homemade pizza.
Ooh.
Thin crust was pretty tasty, but pepperoni was the best.
Ooh.
You got to choose up with the right pepperonis. That's for sure.
Yes,
And
indeed.
any pizza.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
little mini pizzas, huh?
Yeah.
I got a little crisp to it.
Little
Crunchy
homemade
joints.
mini.
Yeah.
He also says peace to the kitchen sink crew.
What up, Senor Smoker?
That's pretty dope. I like
Yeah.
it.
They're definitely doable.
Yep.
Definitely, yeah.
Man, I'm hungry as hell.
That's easy.
easy, that's what happens.
That's not how they do us. Every time.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Up next, we got Smoke Stack Mag. Look at this presentation.
Oh,
That is a
Ooh.
Wow.
That looks like an upscale restaurant.
Yeah, for
presentation
real.
Right
Yeah,
there.
that look good right there.
Man.
He took his girl on a date.
Yeah, yeah. That's a date.
Now, what is that brown stuff right there? Noodles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Udon noodles, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
wrong.
That's
Got
looking
that.
good.
Yeah.
The 5 dots right there, you know.
Yeah.
Seeds
That's
on it.
Presentation.
Definitely an expensive restaurant presentation.
Yeah.
I need about 3 of those to get 4 though.
Yeah, I mean, because that's right there. That's about like 14 noodles.
Yeah.
You told her right there.
About
Like 14 noodles.
Can I get 21 noodles and
You know,
another?
you need double that.
You get-
Triple that.
You get 3 pieces of steak, 14 noodles,
Oh,
and 5
man.
dots of
I'm
sauce.
telling you, man. Yeah, 5 dots of sauce.
These are
No more than that.
these are model portions. Like if you're a model,
5 dots, and that is it.
Dip wisely.
2 baby
Oh,
carrots.
yeah, that's looking good.
Check
that
out
looks
this.
good too.
Ooh.
Check out this
Ooh.
beef egg roll.
That's the appetizer, obviously.
Ooh.
You get half an egg roll right here.
Half egg.
In a little rice cake
Yeah,
with
I like
some
that.
spinach.
Ooh.
It's still probably delicious though.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So if you have that in the other plate, you might,
You might still be hungry.
yeah, you might. Still,
Oh, no, that's 10 leaves of lesson.
It's a little light.
10 leaves of spinach right there.
14 strands of noodle.
No,
And just trying to.
they keeping everything under 20.
5 dots. He also had some dessert.
Half an egg.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I
look
mean,
at that.
he just-
What is
He
that?
did not describe what this is,
Okay.
but he said it's just some pastry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pastry.
That's
When-
Definitely a pastry. What's
Correct.
that pudding in there or bananas of some sort?
I don't know.
It almost
know.
looks like
Peanut butter
mochi.
and jelly.
It looks like mochi squashed down.
Oh. That'd be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
That looks bomb.
I just want to know what the hell that is on top of it. It's not
Powder.
pop.
Looks like a Pop
It's a
Tart.
puff pastry with powdered
It's
sugar.
a puff pastry with powdered sugar. Say that fast 3
Puff
times.
pastry. Powdered
Pastry
sugar.
and powdered sugar.
Spud butt.
Give you that sputter butt.
Sounding like sputter butt.
With a splash at the end. All right, next.
Damn. Splashback.
Oh man, don't do the splashback.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh shit.
All right, all right.
Fresh off the basketball court.
Yup.
Yeah, this is from Blissful Kayla. She says,
Ouch.
pre-medicating before training with some good white widow flour
Yes.
helps tremendously. What do you guys use to help with joint pain?
We
Yeah, that. Okay, so like if you get like some like CBD rub that's got THC in it, like that's almost like full spectrum type deal, that's gonna be good for it. Who makes that is Elite Gardens makes a good. You know, they make a few different products that are specifically for that. Also, if you got locations that got like cryotherapy, you go in there for 3 minutes, it's gonna do your knees a whole lot of justice because you probably got a lot of inflammation there. So
Man,
when
I
you
need to do that.
yeah, when you go into the cryo, it's 3 minutes, and they start off at level 1, and you could go up to I think level 3 or 4. I've done 1 and 2. It's good for you. Smoke some weed, rub some weed shit on it. Go to the cryo.
Excellent.
That's my advice.
I need to go, man. My knee been tripping.
Yeah, dude, like that shit works, man. You'll feel like you're thawing out when you come out of there. Like your whole body feels like you're thawing out.
It's super cold, right?
Yeah.
What's-
But after a while, like whatever issues you're having in your knees, if it's inflammation or any type of pain, yeah, it definitely does something.
Yeah, I hit my knee in one of them hotel rooms,
Ugh.
and then like it just felt like it need to crack, but it ain't cracking. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, chiropractors can deal with that too.
Mhm.
They don't normally do that, but like they sometimes gotta snap a joint back in place. Like
You go to one?
I was for a long time. I haven't been in a minute, but yeah.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you guys talk about that because, like, as you say, when we talk about stuff, when we talk about stuff the phone picks up, and all I've been seeing is just like chiropractor videos.
Yeah.
And the most recent one I've been seeing were the one where they pull your whole spine.
And
Like
it crack.
they put the 2 things on the side of your hips. They wrap a towel or something around your neck, and they just like,
Ooh,
Thank
you want a
you.
good one?
Oh.
I'll send you to a good one, man.
Oh,
Like proper.
man.
Yeah, I need a good one.
it seems legit. I'm
You
like,
would
yo,
probably feel relief with just
Yeah.
the fact that I'm doing that, man. There's gonna be some serious pop in right there.
So the people I go to, I've been going to for over 20 years, but they're constantly evolving in their way that they do it, right? So before they adjust you, he'll like see where your tension points are and see where you're off. And before he puts you in place or whatever, they have you go into this room, and those electric drill massagers, right? That a lot of sports teams use to keep their shit warm. They'll do your back with that first to like loosen you up, and then adjust you, and then they put you on this table where it's heat, and it's like rolling like rollers under the back. They put you on that for like 15 minutes to like
it's crazy.
ease your back up. They're real good. They're thorough.
Nice.
'Cause I had some, like I used to jump out in the crowds a lot, and I'd get twisted up. So my lower back, I was having issues. So someone referred me to homie, put me back straight. No question.
I need that.
Yeah.
I got you.
I need that.
Word up, Daniel Jacobson, son.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dr. Dan, they call him,
Dr. Dan.
and Squad.
I need to see Dr. Dan.
I'll give you his numbers.
Thank you.
I got you. All right, next.
Next, we got Heebie Jeebie, Smoke Box
what's that, a
64, yeah or nah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a super sport too.
Red fall, yeah. They got the fish scale strip.
Yeah, he got it all
That's
stocked.
fast.
He's got it all stocked, just not cut too.
Oh yeah, it's looking real good.
It's a nice car.
It's beautiful.
Out of 1 to a 10, I give it 1,000.
Yeah, there you go.
Word.
Hear that, heebie-jeebie?
That's
Clean.
Yeah, it is
nice.
clean. Yeah, he drove it down from Victorville to show it to me. Because I was thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm still like, very tempted. I think I'm going to.
Probably got a lot of eyes on the freeway.
I got to drop a couple of the other cars though, man, because like I don't really got any place to park them anymore. Shit.
Cars,
Sad.
man.
Yeah.
LA, you from LA, you
Yeah.
love cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we grew up here seeing cats like roll, when they spend some money and make the cars look
Yeah,
the way they do, like whether it's a car club or just an independent rider,
yeah.
and they're rolling through and it's looking sharp. You grow up around that. Of course you want that.
Wasn't nothing like seeing something hit the block and just,
Yeah. Like when I was living in East LA as a young kid, I used to see like car clubs like Lifestyle. roll through and see like
Lifestyle got clean shit.
20 cars deep, you know, all clean.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that was sort of what inspired me to get into it, and then eventually joining that club for a time, you know, and showing some of my cars with them and stuff like that. You know, growing up, seeing it, you might want to do it.
Yeah, I grew up around the individuals like Charles Clayton.
Yeah.
Stayed maybe 3 blocks from me.
They've been around.
Walked by his house.
They've been around a long time.
He had that limo, that green limo cut.
Yeah.
8 ball, just endless cars. I always wanted to ride with the individuals, but I'd be so busy.
Yeah, that's what was tough on me, is that like I couldn't always ride with them. I would let them know, hey, my car's available for any car shows. Because really with car clubs that are going into the shows, it's about putting in all the cars and all the different categories, so you got more chances to win with your club.
Yeah.
If you got more cars in there. So I'd say, hey, whatever if either of my cars were available, because I had a 57 hard top and I had a 65 rag, but the hard top got shown more. My rag was never really in condition to show, like, in terms of the club standards. I was always working on that car, where the 57 ready to go.
Yeah.
And so, like, whenever I was on tour, they showed the 57 in my name and, like, you know, just put it in whatever category they thought it should go in. But yeah, that's
Love them 57s.
yeah, I love 57 hard tops.
Yeah.
People try to sell me like convertibles. I couldn't do it. Like, nah, I'm a hard top guy. All right, next. Oh,
Somebody just sent this from the Discord.
all right.
Oh, look at that.
That's hilarious.
GTA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gile Rain sent it.
Oh man, it's no one. I would like to see someone try and do this. Actually, I wouldn't, because then they would get fucked up and then blame it on me. I did it because Be Real said he wanted to see somebody do it.
Balance.
So no,
No.
I don't dare no one to try this. But that would be a new competition, you know, like bull riding.
Stand on top.
How long could you stand on the hood?
Top.
You want to do some dumb shit? There it is,
Yeah.
right there. Come on,
Dumb.
strap in the saddle.
Dumb.
Oh man, people would get launched off that car.
Very dangerous.
They would get launched.
Imagine falling off the side
Yeah.
and landing under the car.
Yeah, you cannot.
No.
Fucked.
You would land under the car for sure. And all that weight bouncing on you.
Totally, absolutely screwed.
Yes. Screwed is the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Miss Kayla's back with some Norse shit that she, wants to show us.
All right.
Noise.
It's our Colton's ancestry right here.
Yep.
Wow.
This is the Valhalla tree.
Ask God.
No,
Is it really?
No.
Midgard.
This is the tree of.
The real true alive.
There's realms, according to, like, the Viking lore. It's realms. Different realms. And there's, several of them.
Wow.
As you bet your bridge.
We're living in Midgard, bruh.
You bet your bridge.
You bet your bridge. Here's to the ones I missed.
There it is.
Right next to Lake. How
All right,
about
I owe nothing. Whoa.
Boom. Next one. We got Bull Moose. Showing
Alright.
us some
Oh, wow.
nice concentrates right here.
Nice.
Some peanut butter mac.
You get down with concentrates, G?
Oh no.
No. Too heavy, huh?
Too heavy.
Yeah.
Too heavy.
It's very heavy. You got to build.
Tried them. I'm like, damn.
Okay, so when you tried them, was it somebody trying to take your head off, like giving you too much?
Nah, the first time it was me trying to
Oh.
be, yeah, give me that.
Ah, yeah.
And
Okay.
like, you sure? Yeah, come on. Oh man, I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah, because my first time they tried to take my head off, they figured, it's Be Real, he could smoke a lot. So, and man, it was crazy. I had to, I eventually got down with doing it, but I had to build my tolerance up to getting to that kind of level that they were on early, right? Because they had been doing it before me. So my first experience was like, 100,000.
Yeah.
Like we had a show this night, and I took like 3 big ass hot dabs with globs, and I practically laid myself out that night. And I don't know how I got up to do them shows that show, but yeah, I paid the price.
That's how it was. I wanted to go lay out in the grass. Like I just had grass in my mind. For me, get there and lay down, stretch out.
Yeah. So hey, sometimes that's what you gotta do, man. When it hits you that heavy,
Nothing wrong with that.
Man.
don't fight it. Just go relax and
Yep.
be up in it. All right, next.
All right, next one is from Karina. Karina, early birthday gift from Cypress and CJ,
That's
daughter
tight.
and grandson. Crystal B Bear, so effing cute.
Oh, that's rad.
That's dope.
You got a boom box. All right.
Damn. That's tight.
All right. Is that a Kango? No, it's Adidas. Well, I don't
It's
know.
like a just snapback
All right.
crystal version.
All right. That's cool.
Excellent.
This next one is from STL Batman. King Jeans representing the Hill. This is comedian Tom Segura from the podcast, as you know, as Two Bears,
Manscaped.
One Cave with Bert Kreischer and Your Mom's House.
Been trying to get Tom over here, man. He's a hard dude to
He's ahead.
to schedule, but we got to get him down here.
Yeah, he's a hip hop head.
Salute to Tom.
Thomas.
That's cool.
This next one is a joint submission from Clay Lynn.
To the neck. All right. It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
But if you see right above the neckline, there's a slight dippity dip on. Yep, right there. It's a little hard squeeze, but that's all right. And then you flare out slightly, but then you keep it sort of even all the way through here.
No,
Yeah, that's
pretty
not bad.
solid.
Yeah.
That's
Well
not bad.
done.
You know, like I can't give it a 10. I'm going to give it an 8.5. All right.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
It's just that little dip. You didn't have that dip right there, that little squeeze. You were in.
Smoke.
But that's pretty damn good. Because if you could see right here, that squeeze causes a little bit of a shape change right here, slightly above right here. Now, go towards the middle right there. You had it right there.
Bam.
It could be just the shadows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even with solid 8.5.
I wouldn't say it's a shadow.
I don't think it's a shadow neither. I'm just giving him the benefit. But that's a good one. Is that the sink it's in?
No, it's a plate.
It's a plate?
Oh, it looks, yeah,
It's in the
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah, that was like throwing me off just slightly, man. I was like,
like he was in a sink.
got
Don't turn
that
on,
shit in
don't,
the sink.
don't turn the faucet on. No.
Don't turn the faucet on, baby.
Don't do it.
Good job, though.
Yes.
He also has some recent art that he's been making.
Oh,
Oh, he's been making it.
that's fresh.
That's tight.
Those colors.
I get down with this here.
Well done.
Dope.
Sick.
Very cool.
Dope.
That's really tight right there.
Hell yeah.
Like the Ed Hardy style thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
The sword.
Aladdin's sword.
Oh damn, they
That's-
cut the snake.
That's dope.
yeah, man, you can't fuck around with snakes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's pretty nice too.
Ooh, that's,
That's dope, too.
Hell yeah.
That's fine.
You know what trips me out? Like, when we've been to like museums that hold some of the oldest art, like the Louvre and the place in Amsterdam, right?
Yeah,
Where they
yeah.
got Rembrandt shit. When you see how like dudes that were in like the 1800s and further down were like doing art like that, like showing like a glass and seeing how precise it was back then with the shit they had to work with back then. I mean, it was genius.
Yeah.
Like to replicate like a cup and the shine and like the translucentness of it, right? Like seeing through it and like all that.
Yeah,
Like
they
it
had
was
to-
pretty crazy.
They had to know at least something about those kind of combinations because they were working with far less than what
Yeah.
with now.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I respect when I see it to this day because it still takes a whole lot of skill to do that because I could not do it. I mean, I could do a shitty version of it, but like that, nah, can't do it. Not yet. Not saying that I can't ever, because I can.
Word.
It's just I would have to put work to it. That's the thing, right? So like it's what we say all the time. You can do whatever you set out to do, but you got to put the hours and the work behind it.
Most definitely.
Don't shut yourself off and say I can never. The only way you could never do it is if you don't put the time into doing it.
Yep.
So if it's something you want to do, put the time into it, because there's no such thing as can't.
True.
All right.
Clay also says that his buddy Nate made this bong and pendant.
Fresh.
It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is fresh. That's a lot of time and hours put into that work right there. All those little pieces on the bottom.
Whole lot of fire and heat involved.
True this.
It's crazy.
He'd like a shout out to his girlfriend and his homie Chris.
Salute, girlfriend and homie Chris.
What up, girlfriend?
Shout out, girlfriend.
Y'all hit
Homie Chris.
y'all hit that bong.
Homeboy.
You hit that bong hard tonight. Damn it.
Yeah.
Shout out, girlfriend.
Yeah. And the homie.
That's all I heard.
The homie Chris.
And the homie Chris. That's what it was.
And
man.
a homie
Yeah.
Chris.
Come on, Chris.
That's how they wrote it.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Damn. What's your girl's name? Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, I just call her girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Her name's Meg. I just found out.
Oh, what up,
All right.
Meg?
What's up, Meg?
All right, man.
Girlfriend Meg.
Girlfriend Meg.
Girlfriend May.
That would be a tight rapper name for Meg. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If she decided to be a rapper, she could be Girlfriend Meg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps he wouldn't like that because that would implicate that she's everybody's girlfriend. Girlfriend Meg. Maybe I'm thinking too deep.
Yeah, you are.
This is from Edgy for Bobo. What up, Bobo? You want to tell us what's going through your mind during this moment?
Heartbreak. That's what's going through his mind.
Frustration.
That's heartbreak.
You
That's,
know.
Man.
that's the look of heartache and heartbreak. Even our bro Angel back there, soccer head.
That
Look of I can't believe this.
B is just turned away.
Yeah.
I'm not in this
Yeah, he's
photo,
not
but
either.
my face is no less different.
Yeah.
Like a lot of hurt.
I'm like, these motherfuckers.
What are you doing?
That was Dre right there, I think, leaving. If I'm not correct, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he said, hell no.
He was like,
Yo,
No.
he was grooving to the 3252s.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing that.
Yeah, Dr. Dre was up at the LAFC game yesterday. He was having a good time. Fred Reck was there with him. Salute to Fred Reck.
Fred Brack.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
That's my brother right there. Yeah, they was enjoying the game. They were tripping out on the section, the 32-52 section, which is like the north goal.
Yeah.
And they wild out over there. Have you ever been to one of those games?
Nah,
we
not
got to
yet.
get you to a game,
Yeah.
G. We got to get
Do
you to a
that,
game.
man.
Because you're LA
Yeah.
and this team is LA.
For
You need
sure.
to come and represent. We'll handle this. Trust.
You got it.
Hell yeah. And you will have a good time because the energy is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I'm with it.
All right.
And that seems to be it for submissions today.
Thank you for your submissions. Keep them coming to BREALTVcontest@gmail.com. We know we got a limited time with G right now. So we want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Bet. I didn't know. All right.
I'm thugging, man.
All right. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
there it is.
All right. So we're going to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum on that note. And if you got comments, questions, shout out, suggestions, we want to hear it.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on the channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video-
Ooh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Disclaimers all day. Let's go.
Stop ringing that bell.
They got over the door, right?
Pizza's here.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
Let's do this. I had it, by the way. Fucking computer is fucking bullshit.
Hey,
Hey,
wow, easy.
Gonna
Just
make the
saying.
computer emotional right now.
Man, breathe. Take some ohms.
All day.
All right.
Here we got our first one right here. People super chatting. Here we go. This first one is from Hyper Cypher. Oh, sorry. Wrong number. All right. First one, Jonathan Gonzalez. Can I get a birthday shout out from the Buddha Master and table longtime listener since day one. Heading to Big Sur with GF. Got the funky rockin', the party 1, 2, 3 hat ready. Get the way he wrote it, Pito, K. Nash Shayan. I don't know.
Okay. Look, happy birthday, Gemini. Have yourself a good time. Celebrate yourself proper. Smoke some good weed. No booth people. And continue that positive role, man.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy motherfucking birthday.
That's right.
There it is.
This next one's from Roland Salazar. Happy belated B.
Thank you.
Sorry we missed the live Friday. Wifey Claudia and I had to put in some OT. Much love. Thank you for all you do. Stay blessed.
Got to put that time in with the wifey, man.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Bring it.
Do it.
Next one is from Ben Big. And he's thank you for your super chat, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Following Sven, Dirty Dub. Happy belated B. Just got my nectar collector today from the contest. Thank you and God bless you all and everyone watching.
Hey, thank you very much. And hey, enjoy that nectar collector, man. If you do concentrates, that's probably one of the best ways to consume the concentrate is with the nectar collector style device. And that one is on the one.
Yeah. And then tip 2, you can replace the tip with a 10 milli if it's in there perfect. So if you got a 10 milli lying around, it's perfect with a nectar collector.
Yeah, if you got a 10 milli funky fill tip, you can replace that tip with that and boom.
Wow.
You are in the game.
Next one is from Slow Canadian Joe. Music should always be free. My music is love, and love is always free.
That's right.
Word.
I feel you on that.
baby.
On that. Next one is from Jorge Cisneros. Bo, did you end up meeting Peso Pluma?
Yeah. Yeah, I met Peso Pluma. Took a couple of pics with him. You know, he's the hottest thing right now in the Latin world. So, yeah, he was there at the LAFC game. Big
Oh, yeah, he was getting mad love over there.
Yeah. People were yelling, Peso Pluma, mírame, mírame. I'm like, man, goodness.
I'll tell you what though, he wrote it all the way out though. Like he didn't let it get to him. You know, like some people, like when celebrities sometimes go, everybody wants to take pics, you know, and all that. And they were hitting him up like he had no shortage of it. And he wrote it out. He was cool. We enjoyed the game, chilled with the people, and then he went. You know, when the game was done, left. He handled it pretty good. I'll say that, because most people would have got frustrated. I mean, every 5 minutes somebody was coming up to that dude.
Yeah, it was big time.
More than Dre. Like Dre felt it too, though. Like him and Dre were getting hit up equally. Like that. You know, I think that's probably what prompted Dre to leave. He was like, man, okay.
Hell no.
He was coming in and he was feeling the vibe, but I think like it was just too much camera work for him. You know,
yeah, because they just kept. I mean, you gotta expect it though. I mean, that corner right there. That's like Celebrity Row right there. I mean, you never know who.
Yeah.
I mean, Owen Wilson was there. There was a bunch of heads there.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of heads. Yeah, when we bring you down there, watch, you'll see. It's crazy.
You'll see.
Yeah, I'm coming through.
All right.
This next one's from Marbell. Here we go, man.
All right.
Bobo.
Yeah.
I must say, I'm not feeling the red, but Rip.
Rip.
Oh my God.
He splashed on you, Bobo.
Man, ease up, man. Ease up.
Bolt is not here, so you know you.
Yeah.
Man.
That red looking good though, man.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
He got a Beat Nuts hat on. That's
You know,
that's Beat Nuts red right there.
man. I tell you, you know, sometimes I'm team Marbell. You know what I mean? Give me some love right there.
He goes both ways.
You know what I mean? Hey,
Pause. Sorry.
man. I'm bicolor.
All right. He's neutral. He's bicolorful. All right, next.
And And that's all it seems to be for right now, but more will come as the show goes on.
Word up, salute. Man.
That was crazy.
Marbell.
Marbell,
Yeah.
man, that fool.
He's doing his thing.
He doing
Dude.
that thing, man. Bolton, where you at, man?
Dude.
He's out in the forest doing
Yeah.
mushrooms and shit.
Gotta find him.
Right.
Yeah, have you done mushrooms yet? Have you
Mhm.
tried doing mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like more people are open to do mushrooms these days than they ever have been. People used to be scared of mushrooms like people are afraid of doing dabs.
I got mushrooms confused with acid.
Oh, I mean, it's similar but not quite.
Because I heard acid trips. I never had experienced no crazy shit like that on mushrooms.
No, acid is a different level.
Yeah, it's a different level. It's a different portal.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of do the same things in certain areas, but like, yeah, it's a different trip.
Super different trip.
Yeah, I think mushrooms are a bit more manageable.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
always
you
felt
know,
that.
I've always felt like mushrooms are a little bit more relaxed in the psychedelic nature of it and all that stuff, whereas the acid is like intense.
Man, that can be like a 8 to 12 hour commitment.
Oh man,
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
Oof.
yeah. I remember doing a show on acid. Acid, that was the craziest
Right.
thing. Yeah,
Damn.
it's like I lost myself in that show. Like I started feeling like I was walking in mud. Right? Like, you know, like that deep, watery, saturated mud where it's like your shoe might get peeled off because the pressure. That's what it felt like walking around on stage. And then the lighting, I like started tripping off the light. What's happening? There was a whole lot going on, man, but it was intense because the lights on stage were a whole lot more brilliant and vivid and, you know, colorful. It was crazy.
Wow.
But just walking across the stage, you know how like we're doing the songs, we're walking across the stage. I don't even know how I remembered any of the lyrics, but like feeling like my shoes were stuck onto the stage, like I was walking in mud.
I want to see that.
It was nuts. It was at the Casa Camino. Remember, it was one of the only times we played that place.
Crazy.
You and I were on the acid. I don't know if Sen and anybody else were, but it was you and me.
That was crazy though. Just
Somebody
like,
has, partners.
Purple Unicorn acid. Someone got it at what was it? It was one of the Grateful Dead shows. You know how the Dead they had when the Grateful Dead was doing concerts, they had a cult following, the Deadheads, and they would
Deadheads,
at any like concert, festival, whatever the Grateful Dead were doing, they'd be having like their own tailgate style parties in the parking lot, selling acid, mushrooms, weed, and all the other shit. So some of the best acid was at their events. So cats would go like, buy acid from what we would call vendors now.
yeah, right.
At the Grateful Dead Deadhead shows or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
Yeah.
We'd get acid from folks that were going to those shows.
Damn. Deadheads.
And all that you were explaining, like your legs, like feeling like they were in the mud and all that, like. So you were feeling all that while still doing the verse, like at the same time, like.
Yeah.
That's
Probably
that's
moving
crazy.
funny.
Hey, yeah, I would imagine anybody who saw me that night or saw us that night was like, "What the
For
fuck
real.
is going on with him?"
Oh, man,
Definitely
sometimes it gets
entertaining out
crazy, man.
Thank God no video cameras were available yet to motherfuckers because that would definitely be on.
Yeah,
I felt like
Be viral as
man.
fuck.
Yeah.
Viral.
Would have stood out.
because I would imagine my foot placement was crazy. 'Cause again,
You were planted for sure.
I felt like I was planted. Yeah.
Now, when you said you were losing yourself, were you still while you were doing the verse, are you just seeing yourself just going to the depths of just different shit?
No, what I meant by that was that I was losing myself in like all the things that were happening. I was still focused on doing the song. I was just doing the song. But like as I was experiencing doing the song, I'm like tripping on the lights. I'm like tripping on the fact that like my steps are feeling heavy and
Right.
then I'd focused like, oh shit, there's people out there watching us. And then the worst part, when this dude passed the gas on me, bro, that was like the wake up call.
That was that day?
It was that day, yeah.
Whoa.
The gas was passed on me and it snapped me the fuck back into reality.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
What you eat?
Yeah.
Ate a lot. It just didn't mix well.
It did mix well.
It did not mix well.
We.
And all that jumping around and all that stuff.
Oh, man.
It just
Yeah.
wasn't mixing well.
Hey,
Because there's a part of the show we play drums together, or percussions together, and it happened in that moment. I don't even know if I was playing right. Probably not. Because I was still new to it. And me and him were going, and then there was some extra.
Yeah, I slipped in. I slipped in the.
And
take that.
and I was. It caught me, man.
Yo, the thing is that no, it was lethal, and I had to try to keep it. I had to
Them
try
lethal
to.
ones come out
I had,
hot, too.
I had to try to keep a straight face.
I almost died.
I had to try to keep a straight face because I says, "Damn, this is gonna kill him in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1." Stop the show! Stop! He stopped the damn show.
He pulled the plug on.
Man, I'm looking at him like, yo, what happened? What happened? Why you do that? What
He's
happened?
all nonchalant about this shit.
What
I'm like,
happened?
this
Why you
motherfucker
do that?
he just blew me up.
Why you stop the show for it? You didn't have to stop it. We were going good.
You stopped it.
Why you stop it? We were going. We were locked in. We were in the thing. Why you stop it?
Oh, it was abrupt, bro. Oh man.
No, there was one other time, and another time doing shrooms, and it was around the same era. We were doing the percussion solo, and we would speed up, and then it got to the point. I mean, I sped up so fast I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. I just kept on going. I could not stop myself. I'm like, this fool had to come up behind me. That's like, stop, you don't hold me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, stop.
That's true. Like we were going, and then I stopped at the point we normally was supposed to stop, because that was still in my head, and he kept going, and I'm like, and he's going fast, like, and he starts going faster and faster, and like I noticed he was stuck in a loop, and he just kept going, and I had to,
He was programmed.
Stop it! And fortunately, look, if I wasn't on mushrooms, I probably wouldn't have been able to stop him. But like I was on shrooms too, so I was able to like connect and be strong enough to stop it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I didn't. When at that point,
Oh, I got it. Like I would have been.
Let me go. Push me away.
I would have melted. Fucking melted right there. I practically melted that other night. That shit was crazy. Singed my eyebrows off,
Man, catering? No. It was linguine and clams mixed with
KFC.
KFC.
Oh,
It don't mix well, man.
It doesn't mix well.
It
Yeah.
don't mix well.
It don't.
clams and KFC.
It was.
The Colonel.
Yeah, man.
This next super chat's not gonna mix very well.
Oh,
From Colton,
Bring it.
probably in the portal, he says, "Get your ass back to summer school, Marbell.
Oh.
When I get home from vacation, fun time is over for you. I'm in MN smoking trees, throwing up the bees, and relaxing while your mother is down on her knees. Fire.
Oh, he tried to make a rhyme, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it was on the spot. Yes.
Damn.
have you seen some of the things he posted? He's throwing up the bees. There's nobody there.
There's nobody there. By himself.
Nobody can see what you're doing.
He's out. He's banging in nature.
In the woods.
He's banging on the squirrels and critters. All right.
All right, next one is from Rhino. Yo, B.
Yeah.
It's a trip how EPMD was one of the first hip hop groups to sample the song "More Bounce to the Bounce."
More
Much
bounce to
love.
the ounce.
Yeah.
Oh, he
More
said,
bounce.
he said
What was
bounce.
that? You got to chill.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why homies in LA loved them, because you know they were rapping over stuff we were growing up to with Zapp and Roger. And you know, they were the first to do it, like, because most East Coast groups had an East Coast type of sound, whereas when they were sampling Roger and stuff like that, it didn't necessarily sound East Coast.
Yeah.
It you know, had like a West Coast feel to it, but I think we just loved it because it was dope.
Yeah,
And-
my uncle told me he used to be at the skating ring. He was at the skating ring one time. They came and
Yeah.
performed.
World on Wheels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And niggas just start squabbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them songs dropped. I forgot what song he said, but they just got busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Yep.
spot.
That was the thing.
Word on wheels.
I used to have to sneak in there. If I wanted to go see a group, I had to sneak in there. Because, you know, I was on the other side, you know, and if I got caught up in there, yeah, I would have got dealt with real quick.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a,
That
a
was the-
crip location.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Like more often than not, I'd be at Skateland. But if somebody that I wanted to really see was over there, I would take my chances. But I had to go low key.
Where Skateland was in Compton?
Yeah, Compton. Yeah,
Okay.
I think on Central Ave and something.
Hey, that's the reason why they stopped doing the field trips to World on Wheels at my school, because
Because the banging was prevalent.
the banging was really heavy.
The banging was real. I remember doing our first shows, you know, one of our first shows over there, and I was like, man, I hope one of these motherfuckers don't recognize me because it's going to be on their popping.
Damn.
Fortunately, I never got any of the shit. You know, everybody was cool with me, and you know, because I wasn't really, you know, set tripping on nobody. I was just doing the music. That was the first thing. So, like, I was really nervous in there because, you know,
Yeah, that was a different time.
it was a different time. And I was just like, man, I don't know if we should do this one.
Yeah.
But we did it, and it ended up being cool, and motherfuckers was cool with us, and they got down with us, and it ended up being a good show. There was a lot of good shows at World on Wheels. If they didn't get turned out by the fights and the rest, yeah.
Did they wind up saving it, or is it gone?
For a second, yeah.
Yeah.
For a second, it came because, you know, it was closed for like 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it came back, and then they, like, when the pandemic hit, it just been over.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. It's hard to get back up off the ground with, like that.
Yeah, I used to love World on Wheels. Yeah.
We got a super chat from Javi G.
All right.
Much love, fellas. Been feeling lost lately, but this time slot saves me. Thanks all y'all for the hangs.
Word up,
Oh,
man.
word. Thanks for being here, man.
We're here for all y'all.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? When you ain't got to feel lost, you ain't out there by yourself, man. Could lean on the folks in here because everybody understands.
We
And
here.
For
Yeah.
sure.
that's what's up, man. And we salute everybody that does spend this time with us. You could be anywhere else in the world doing anything else, but you're chilling with us, and we appreciate that 1,000%.
Yeah.
And I think you got another one.
Yes, sir, I do. From Marbell. He's back. Oh, boy. Nursery rhythms. Speaking of summer school, you can't read. How is your mom a teacher? And yet you still failed. C's up, Colton's down. You bound to drizz down.
Wow.
Dang.
This is an in-house battle that keeps going on between, you know, two of the homies.
Oh, yeah, it's going down.
Yeah.
And Marbell, I think Colton says something back to him.
Yes, he
I don't know
did.
What he said.
Uh-oh.
Marbell, are you still copying and pasting sentences from Google?
Oh man, these guys never stop. It's awesome. I want to remind y'all we got a mix popping off tomorrow on Twitch. B_RealTV is the place. Psycho Les and myself, we're gonna be popping it off. So if you got a Twitch account, just stay locked in after the Dr. Greenthumb show. It's a Dr. Greenthumb mix show. So join us. And if you're one of these YouTube users who utilized a Twitch account while we were down for that week, if you created a Twitch account, come catch us in the mix, all right? We invite all y'all because we're going to be doing some different things pretty soon with these mixes, man, and we can't wait to bring the shit to you. So salute to all y'all for that. And, man, I want to say salute to G for coming in and sitting at the table. First of many times. We got to have you back up in here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, man.
It's an honor to sit with the legends.
Word up, man. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
You got any upcoming shows? I mean, I know you just finished tours, but anything local?
Yeah, we got a few shows this summer. I thinking to cut. Tomorrow I'm doing a show for Power 106.
Nice.
A few other events this month.
Dope.
I don't know. It's a nice size schedule. I know the next LA show November 17th, Novo Theater.
That's what's up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Y'all put that on the calendar. I think you got one more up there.
Yes, I do.
Bring it.
It's from Hybrid Cypher. He says, "Thanks, Rah Rah, for the love. Mo bounce equals banging ounce of weed."
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Do you got any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out the whole Enterprise clique. Shout out Be Real and Cypress Hill. Shout out to Dr. Greenthumb. Shout out the whole entire ghetto, baby.
That's right. C minus.
Shout out to everyone here at the table. Shout out to the Treehouse crew. Shout out to everyone that watches us. And shout out to the Insane Asylum, the 5150s, the Kitchen Sink crew. Everyone that watches me on Twitch and on the mix here. You can catch me tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. 2 for Tuesdays. And love you, Mom. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Eric Bobo.
All right, catch me on the socials, on Twitter at Eric Bobo, IG Eric_Bobo, on Discord, Bobo's Corner, and on the Insane Asylum BREALTV server. Thank you, G, for coming on through, man. Pleasure. Everyone here at the table, Treehouse crew, everyone that supports the show, and Snacks and I, we thank you for your support. Buddy.
Rah rah.
Shout out to Dom. Shout out to G Perico for coming through. And we got one more from Marbell, dude. I gotta say it. Are you still on the first page of Cat in the Hat?
Holy shit,
And that's it for Marbell.
All right. That was a quick strike. All right. Pedro.
Yeah, salute to everybody that's tuning in the YouTube channel, Twitch, and the Discord. Make sure this Saturday you guys check out the Dr. Greenthumb brand that will be launching in Michigan. And follow us on our socials at Dr. Greenthumbs and Insane.Flavors. And salute to BG Perico for stopping by.
Yeah.
Life often at times is about bridges, right? Building them. Build the bridge. Don't burn it. Swallow that.